Hello, welcome back. Now another helicopter I really love to fly is this one. This is the Gazelle helicopter. It's you may have seen them before. It's French actually. It's but they're made by Westland, I think, in the UK. Well, they're obsolete now, but the army used to have loads of them in the Army Air Corps. This one's in the colours of the Irish Air Force, I think. This is a great helicopter. It really is a good one. And if you're learning to fly helicopters, this is a free download, and it's absolutely superb helicopter to learn to fly helicopters in, because you've got absolutely excellent vision everywhere. You've got this you're sitting in a big glass bubble and you can see everything around you. And what I would recommend with helicopter training is you spend a lot of time taking off from one end of the runway, flying to the other end of the runway, turning around and putting it down on the numbers at the other end. Don't need to go high, you don't need to go anywhere in particular, because helicopters are not good for doing distance. They're very good for getting in and out of places, as I said before. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly to the end of the runway, turn around and plonk it on the numbers. So to slow down, we lower the collective, pull the cyclic back, and that'll slow us down really nicely. Because these are quite quick, these helicopters. This one will do about 140, I think, something like that, knots, which is fast, you know, for a light aircraft. Cessna 172, you're looking at 100 knots, 110 really, max. Even the twins, like the Aztec, the Seneca, you're looking at 140, 160 knots. Speed is not the thing that these aircraft are designed for. They're designed for sneaking in and out of places, tight little spots, as you know. And they're not slow. Royal family use helicopters all the time. Their Range Rover goes to a public park, doesn't it? And then the Royal Chopper comes in and picks them up and takes them back to the palace or wherever they're going. There we go, runway 34 left. That means 340 degrees and it's a left-hand runway. There'll be a right-hand runway over there somewhere. Okay, so sort yourself out, get yourself in the hover, reduce your forward speed, and take your time, just take your time. There's no rush at all. If you get it wrong and you crash, what happens with Flight Simulator is you start again in a new helicopter, and you don't want to spank it into the ground. Okay, you just want to gently place the skids on the deck like that. It's super. And it's tremendous fun. So we've got our collective lever, which makes us go up and down. This one, see that one? That makes the helicopter go up and down. The rudder's there, that's connected to the tail rotor. That stops the aircraft from spinning, because if we just applied up with the cyclic, the helicopter would, the blades are going one way and the fuselage, the body of the helicopter, wants to go the other way. Watch. I'll just start to increase, raise that lever. See, the helicopter wants to turn automatically to the left. Okay, so we counteract that by pushing the right pedal, but then we need to be using the cyclic as well. So we need to use all three at the same time. Whatever you do with one will cause something else to go out. So if you look at the pedals, I've got one pedal slightly forward. Okay. And if I don't do that, it'll turn, the helicopter will turn, it'll turn to the left. There we go. So if you want to learn to fly helicopters, this is one of the favourites that I would recommend, because it's basic, it's fully correlated, and the vision is superb. And if you've got a VR headset, it's absolutely brilliant. It's the same as the real thing. Don't fly in a correlated helicopter. What's the difference? Okay, well, if you come to a hill in your car, you've got to put on more gas, otherwise the car slows down. Okay, if you've got cruise control on, cruise control will take you up that hill at the given speed that you've programmed in. So it's a bit like cruise control for the throttle, because otherwise you're revving it like a motorbike, and you've got to, it adds to the workload. Okay, so it's much easier to learn in a fully correlated helicopter until you can fly helicopters, and then if you're still there, you can switch to flying a non-correlated helicopter, one that you've got to rev to maintain your rotor speed, because your rotor speed is constantly going too fast or too slow, and you've got to constantly twist the throttle like a motorbike. Okay, and it's just too confusing for words at first. So flying a fully correlated helicopter, okay, that's my advice, because you've got to get these three controls. You've got to get it in your head. It takes about 6 hours in VR, and you'll be so frustrated you'll be throwing that headset off sometimes and going away and come back tomorrow and do another hour. And I'm telling you, 1 week, hour a day, and you've cracked it. Slight tailwind here, putting it down on the numbers, all thereabouts. Don't be really strict with yourself. This is 1.6 right. Compass bearing 160. Okay, so we'll bring the aircraft into a hover. Okay, so we're not moving forwards, and then slowly and gently put the aircraft on the skids. Boom. There we go. Flying helicopters, it's actually quite easy once you get your head around it. Okay, thanks for watching.